On the broadcast. Now, Uddhav Thackeray camp of the Shiv Sena has filed a petition against the Election Commission in the Delhi High Court after the Election Commission's decision to freeze Shiv Sena's election symbol. Uddhav Thackeray, in fact, alleges that the Election Commission has frozen Shiv Sena's bow and arrow symbol without checking the documents that were even sent by them. And Uddhav Thackeray camp also now has requested the Delhi High Court to take the decision on this matter today, it says. My colleague Ananya, who's brought us all those inputs, is joining me on the broadcast. Ananya, the accusations that the Uddhav Thackeray camp is making against the EC of not even checking the documents, how much water is this going to be holding in court?
Well, definitely the matter would be considered by the Delhi High Court definitely as soon as it is brought before it. But what we are being told by our sources at this moment of time is, especially our legal sources, is that the petition is still in the way of drafting and would be in fact brought before the Delhi High Court very soon. And in fact, what is very, very clear at this moment of time is that both the sides, whether it's the Uddhav Thackeray camp or the Eknath Shinde camp, both of them would actually be in fact looking into as to how could they unfreeze that particular symbol. And this is in fact the move that is being taken place. Both the sides are trying to get those symbols defreezed and to take it on their side. So all legal routes are being adopted and all legal routes are being searched into in order to get some kind of relief. So what we are being told by our sources is that they are in a process to do it, and it would be done very, very soon.
All right, Ananya, stay on with me. Also joining me on the broadcast is our colleague Siddhant. Siddhant, I'd request you to stay on. Meanwhile, let me first play out the reactions that have come in on this big story that we continue to track, and then I'll come back to you.
Deepak Kesarkar has said that such words are below the belt and should not be used in a parliamentary politics. He also has to say that such words are used for Chief Minister of Maharashtra. It has hurt the sentiments of crores of Marathis.
No, please, you must tell him not to compare Chief Minister to crores of Maharashtrians, because Maharashtrians are not disloyal, dishonest and backstabbers, firstly. And they wouldn't hold on to a power or position unconstitutionally and through backstabbing. So that's point number one. Point number two, talking about language. Mr. Kesarkar should first control the tongues of all the 40 MLAs who have been making below-the-belt comments about Shri Aditya Thackeray. There are members of parliament making below-the-belt comments about Shri Aditya Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray, and even not sparing Srimati Rashmi Thackeray ji, who's not even in politics, but they have been dragging her into this every single day. He should go ask his team to first know the dignity of how opposition works and dignity of how talking and debating with each other is concerned.
That means that they were prepared for this. They have not consulted anybody. 8 o'clock the result came. Morning their letter was ready. Whereas we are the real claimants of bow and arrow, because we are the real Shiv Sena. We were hurt the most. We have not yet given our letter to the Election Commission, which symbol we want. But our honorable party leader, Eknath Shinde, he has called for the meeting of all MLAs, all MPs, all netas, all upanetas, because he consults everybody. We have that democratic pattern within the party, and that's why we are the real Shiv Sena. And tomorrow they will submit whatever is decided in the party.
And my colleagues continue to be with me on the broadcast. Siddhant, I'll come to you now. The fact that ample political reactions have come in on this big story, and you just also spoke to Priyanka Chaturvedi. After the Shera, and even on the Shera day, when these two rallies were taking place, both Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray were taking swipes at one another. And this continues till date while the matter has reached Delhi High Court. How have things played out so far?
Look, the government formation happened in the month of July, and since then the battle has been going on. Now it has become a fully blown battle because everyone knows the importance of this time. Already Supreme Court has given powers to Election Commission to decide who is going to be the real Shiv Sena. Yeah. So in this scenario, Uddhav Thackeray camp is giving their best, throwing all the weight, both politically and legally, to get back the party symbol and to get back the Shiv Sena name. And efforts are also being made by Eknath Shinde camp to get the party symbol and Shiv Sena name. And this is perhaps the reason that on one end, on a political level, narrative is being built against each other. Strong words are being used, derogatory language is being used against each other. On a legal level, petition after petition is being filed. Now Ananya is reporting that a fresh petition has been filed in Delhi High Court opposing the ban that has been imposed by Election Commission, as they have already frozen the party symbol and the name of the party. So against that, Uddhav Thackeray camp has already moved Delhi High Court.
Yes.
So both on the political level and on the legal level, the fight is going on, and this is the leg of the fight. This is going to be the decisive one, and the entire fate of Uddhav Thackeray's politics relies upon Election Commission's decision, and this is perhaps the reason that they are exploiting all legal options available with them. On political level also, they are reminding Shiv Sainiks, they are playing emotional card, they are reminding them that they are the real Shiv Sena. Eknath Shinde and the 40 MLAs are the backstabbers, betrayers. So all these kinds of words are being used to build narrative on a political level also. So Uddhav Thackeray giving his last chance by moving Delhi High Court, and also submitting this letter asking for symbols and new names for the party. In fact, Uddhav Thackeray camp also has to say that it was not required. This is only being done because bypolls are going
is a big blow to the Uddhav Thackeray camp as much as it is to the Eknath Shinde camp, and that's why these war of words. And we have to also remember that the names that have been proposed, of course, do not want to alienate or distance itself from the Bala Sahab Thackeray legacy. These are the names that are being proposed and that we are playing out for our viewers on the screen. Meanwhile, Siddhant was talking about the kind of reactions that have played out. Just let's listen into that also.
पण आता स्वतः शिवसेना प्रमुख व्हायला निघालेत, हे मात्र जरा नाही म्हटलं तरी अति होते. त्याहीपेक्षा त्यांच्या मागे जी महाशक्ती आहे तिला जास्त आनंद होत असेल की बघा आम्ही करून दाखवलं, जे आम्हाला जमलं नाही ते आम्ही त्यांचीच माणसं फोडून त्यांच्याच माध्यमातून आम्ही करून दाखवलं. काल निवडणूक आयोगाने तो आदेश आपल्याला दिल्यानंतर आपण तात्काळ 3 चिन्ह त्यांच्या आदेशानुसार 3 चिन्ह दिलेली आहेत. आता ही चिन्ह मी आपल्या समोर दाखवतोय. एक आहे त्रिशूळ, दूसरा आहे उगवता सूर्य, आणि तिसरा आहे धगधगती मशाल. 3 नावं सुद्धा आपण तात्पुरत्या वेळासाठी का होईना आपण निवडणूक आयोगाला काल दिलेली आहेत. त्यातलं पहिलं नाव आहे शिवसेना बाळासाहेब ठाकरे, दुसरं नाव आहे शिवसेना बाळासाहेब प्रबोधनकार ठाकरे, आणि तिसरं आहे शिवसेना उद्धव बाळासाहेब ठाकरे.
जो सिंबल को फ्रीज कर दिया है उसके लिए माननीय उद्धव ठाकरे जी जिम्मेदार है. मुझे लगता है कि भाई इलेक्शन कमीशन का फैसला, जहां तक मेरा मानना है, अभी के लिए तो अगर दोनों गुट में विवाद चल रहा है तो किसी को भी मतलब सिंबल उस यूज करने का अधिकार नहीं. ये निर्णय अभी तक के लिए सही निर्णय है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है.